Your life won't be the same. You're left to fight again, ignite, to light the sky and ride with skates to find the moon. Hey, stranger in my town, were you part of something great? So now, who's left? You gave the You gave the rest.
Godlow on the track.
Yeah. They say I walk like a king, talk like a king. You can act around now, say the same thing. They chasing the fame, they all want the name, but they ain't got what's running through these veins. Say I walk like a king, talk like a king. You can act around now, say the same thing. They chasing the fame, they all want the name, but they ain't got what's running through these veins. Make way for the king.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Canceled Show. I'm your host, Rashad Dyson.
Yo, it's your boy Manny in the house.
We got our special guest, Rudy.
What's good? What's good?
Rudy B.
Rudy
What's
from
up?
Black.
Welcome, kings and queens, pawns and peasants, everyone in between. Bienvenidos.
Oh, yeah.
Also, can't forget about Big Dookie on the ones and twos.
Yo.
Appreciate you for doing what we can't do.
Yeah, I think y'all could do it.
I mean, a nutless monkey could do your job.
Don't talk about me like that.
What?
Okay, maybe a monkey with nuts. There you go. A monkey with nuts could do your job. Still, it's a monkey.
I'm sad.
Aw, it's okay. We still love you.
I wish I could say the same.
I know, right? If only this feeling was mutual.
I love you guys.
No.
Alright, that's about as wholesome as the show's gonna be. Let's go.
Right. All right. Let's get into it. So,
Dookie loves us. I love Chad. Shout out to Chad.
shout out to Chad, man. If he's listening, if not, it's cool. I understand.
That's right. So let's get into it. Everybody in the comments, how was your week? What did you do? Anything interesting? Fun? What'd you do, Manny?
Bro, I had the craziest story. I think, so, sometime during the week, I was asleep and a mouse went into my shorts. I think that was, yeah.
Wait, what?
A mouse went into my shorts, bro. So, so what
You
happened?
know you heard when the mouse rolled them.
Well,
You sure it was a mouse or was it a rat?
I don't even know, bro, because I was asleep, right? So I was asleep and I sleep on my side. And next thing you know, I felt like something just crawl up my leg. And by this time, I'm just like, oh, just whatever. And then next thing you know, I felt it go in my shorts. Like literally run up my shorts, inside my shorts. And by this time, I'm just and I like nut check
Scream
my
like a
own
bitch.
self. I scream like a bitch. I don't give a damn.
What are you gonna do? You gonna let the mouse bite your nuts, or you gonna hit your own nuts?
I had to get it. Next thing you know it, and it just like when it came out of my shorts and I snapped my own nuts, it got on my hands, and when I grabbed it and I threw it against the wall. Those years like clap, and I'm just like I screamed like a bitch, bro. Like I'm not even lying to you. Like it was the most. I slept with the lights on. I'm like, I fucking slept with the lights on, and then on top of that, I put like tape around my shorts so that way it won't go.
You got fucking duct
Never
tape
slept
around.
naked again.
Yeah, no, I was. But I was just. Can you imagine like if it would have been my balls or something? How do you go to the doctor and be like, hey man, I got like a mouse bit my balls. Like, how do you explain that?
You were like, hey doc, I think I got rabies. Oh, did you get bit? Yeah.
Yeah. That's what.
So where'd you get bit at?
My balls.
Are you what?
Yeah, y'all never had nothing like that? Chris?
No, bro.
No?
No, I keep my testicles away from rodents.
One time, bro, I handled the Bible. One time, I knew a guy that had a roach stuck in his ear.
What?
Yeah,
I heard about that, bro.
yeah, a roach stuck in his ear.
That's some inquiry stuff.
Yeah, no, it's... I swear to God, I don't have roaches and rats in my house, but it's just...
Well,
But,
it turns out it's your little sister's pet.
right,
Got loose.
right, no.
Where's Fievel?
He went to heaven, honey. He went to heaven. But, so yeah, that was pretty much what happened with me, man.
That's crazy.
I was just like, nobody's gonna believe this shit. Like,
No.
it's hard to believe, for real. Like, and how do you explain that? Like, oh yeah, a fucking mouse bit my balls.
Oh man.
Little-
It probably thought that you were a little cheesy
little. It ain't easy being cheesy.
with them Cheeto glasses, bro. Like for real. Why? Why?
What you mean, my boy?
I'm just saying your glasses make look everything ruby rose. You know what? We'll put a minute on the clock, okay? We gotta. I gotta get this out, bro. If I don't get it out,
do this.
then I have to.
Okay, hold on. In my defense, it's my DJ look because we have a DJ as a guest. So I'm DJ Salsa right now.
I don't know about that look, bro.
Bro, you,
Rudy, would you ever rock something like that?
That's gonna be a hell no.
Nah, son. See, that's a real DJ.
Rudy, I got a story on your ass. Hold on.
On second thought,
That looks good, bro. Thanks.
I'm just saying. Are you trying to be like Dorothy with the ruby red slippers? Except I can see my way home. Like really, bro?
You don't like my shades, bro?
No,
Dude, there's some good shades, right?
bro.
It's some mystery, man.
The shades with the hair. I mean, you look like you're the fourth Powerpuff Girl. I mean,
Boy, Rudy
Sugar-
dying over here.
sugar spice, everything. Sugar spice, everything nice. But for you, it's like sugar spice and Four Loko. Like, I don't know. I don't know what you were thinking, bro.
Well, it gives me some mystery, bro. It gets some mystery. Like you don't know where I'm looking at right now. See, I'm looking everywhere.
No, we don't know what you were thinking when you thought that was going to be a good look for you, bro.
And then again, it's my DJ look, bro.
Yeah.
No, it's your DJ. Look,
DJ. DJ.
Be you,
Okay.
bro. Be you.
I think I'm,
Thanks, Rudy. Yo, you always an inspirational guy. You know that?
okay. I think I'm good.
That's it?
Yeah, maybe.
It's still early.
I don't know. Maybe you know what? Maybe you should be a DJ. We'll call you DJ Cotton Candy.
God, Candy. DJ Skittles.
DJ Skittles. I'm just saying. You were just like, are you gonna taste the rainbow? No, just the pink.
Oh, snap.
Just the pink. So instead of Skittles, you're more like the Starburst. Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh my god. Just, bro. I mean, he's so fashion forward that he doesn't realize that. No, you already passed common sense.
Right.
Like you passed the edge. Past the edge.
I feel like you're just hating, bro. Fashion
He's ahead of his time.
There you go.
That's-
See that?
Yeah. The only problem is that time hasn't come yet,
It won't-
and never will. It never will.
I
You're
feel like,
fashion forward to nowhere, bro.
I feel like you're just being a hater at this point, bro.
I'm just saying.
I think he does it because he loves you.
I feel like if you took off your glasses and we turned off the lights, it looked like you were going to the death row photo shoot.
Damn.
I'm just
You guys
saying.
woke up and chose violence today.
No cap, son. No cap.
What did I do to you guys? What's going on?
No. What did you do to the culture? Huh? What did you do?
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I thought, like I said, it's my DJ look.
All right.
It's DJ Salsa
Really?
or DJ Sancho. I like Sancho better.
DJ Sancho?
Sancho.
That sounds about right.
I'm Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that sounds about right for you.
But-
I was going to call you, DJ Tatiano. But,
oh man.
I'm just saying, out here being a thought. I'm just saying, if it's cool to call a chick that sleeps with a bunch of dudes a thought,
Yeah.
it's a dude that sleeps with a bunch of chicks. I mean, you don't have no standards, like no
standards, no.
self-respect for yourself, like none.
Damn. So it's the hair and the glasses that made me a thought, bro.
I mean, when it looks like a thought, talks like a thought,
Dang.
drinks White Claw like a thought.
White Claw. I don't even.
No,
now
just
you
saying.
lie.
I'm just saying, you know what they say. Once you go White Claw, you go raw. I don't know.
Nobody says that.
Nobody says that? No? Duke, back me up.
No. I can't get behind that.
Rudy, come on, back me up.
All right, Rudy. You got any good comebacks for me? Any jokes? I'll let you get one roast then. Roast me.
No, I'm good, bro.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how I can top your story.
Which one?
Your rat story. That's pretty wild, man.
Well, okay, I got a good story. Yeah, I don't know if you.
Rat bit you in the ball.
I don't know if you want me to tell it, but it was an inspirational one. It was a while back. I think it was a Halloween. Was it a Halloween party?
Wait, hold on. Before we get into that, let's let the audience know
Okay.
who Mr. Rudy B is.
Yes, sir. So I'm DJ Noble. I've been DJing for 32 years now. I've done everything. I mean, I've gone to Mexico, San Antonio, Houston, Oklahoma, pretty much everywhere, man.
That's what's up.
And having a good time.
That's what's up.
Meeting people. And I was talking to him earlier. I guess I started photography
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
So we're trying to expand a little bit. And first of all, man, I want to say thanks for having me on.
Oh,
I know the first show I hit you up.
Yeah, we've been, and I'm sorry that we kept pushing back.
Oh, you're good, man, because some of your shows have been good. I was talking to him earlier before you got here.
yeah.
The N-word show,
Yeah.
that was good.
It's okay. You can say nigga on this show.
And then last week, dude, that was an eye-opener, man. I mean,
Right?
I was like, dang, bro.
Bro, with the.
I mean, I even had, he wasn't here, right?
that was
I had
Big
to
Dookie.
chime in because I was like, man, that is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And there's still a lot of things that were said behind the
Yeah,
mic.
you were saying that, man.
Yeah, there was so much that he actually left on the table.
Like,
Wow.
So we are going to do a part 2 to that. We're going to
sure.
follow up because there was so much, and I feel like information like that needs to be heard. by-
Definitely, man. Because I agree with what you were saying. Is there something that we can do?
There we go.
And, I mean, now that we have that information,
Yeah.
and just to talk about on the radio, but just leave it.
Do,
I mean,
yeah, no.
Yeah,
No,
we got to
no.
do
And
more.
they were talking about kids' lives, man. You know.
Exactly.
Actually, I have actually had some people reach out to me. And they were like, "Hey, what can we do? Where do we need to go? What? How can you use us to be tools?" And I'm like, "Well, man, I mean, it's not. All I can do is just point to the pastor and see what he wants to do. Like, what can we do to help him? Because it's." I don't know too much about it. I mean, now we know, but
Right.
okay, well, lead us. Show us what do we need to do. Do we need to write letters?
When I was at home, I was just thinking, man, that's just one district.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
I mean, what else is it going
Exactly.
on? Or all these little towns.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where everything does is quiet.
And a lot of the things where kids feel like they can't turn to nobody.
Right.
And I've had that. I mean, again, if you out there and you feel scared, reach out to one of us, and we'll be with you.
We'll do something, yeah.
Yeah.
It's our fight too.
Right.
We
But
might not be we might not be like the person that you actually need at the time, but you know what? We could work that out together.
Right. We'll find somebody.
We can find somebody. You know?
Thank you, man. Thank you for listening. And,
Oh, yeah, man.
And saying that's too. That means a lot to not just us, but everybody that may be going through something and they feel like you're the big brother or the dad or you know what I mean. Because
Right.
we're
Well, I know
something-
there's some people that can't talk to their parents.
Yeah.
Because their parents will, especially coming from
No,
I'm
yeah.
sure it's, like Hispanic, there's some shit you don't talk to your parents about.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
like,
It's the same.
man up or whatever. You know what I'm
Or,
saying?
it's part of
It's taboo.
Part of the
Yeah,
culture.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. There's a lot of people are like, "Oh, well, it happened to me." Oh no, we need to break that.
Yeah, I
It's
like
not-
what you
it's
said.
not-
That well, it's just normal. No, it's
Well,
not.
raza todo el tiempo, we're always machismo. Nothing hurts us. We're always chingones, which we are.
Well, I remember in
But-
junior high, a friend of mine got into a fight.
Yeah.
And he went home and he told his dad, and his dad, first thing came out, did you beat him? And he's like, I don't know. He's like, well, tomorrow you go do it. And I was
Holy
like,
shit.
damn.
Dude, like what? Like he already got into one fight. Why you gonna have him get into another
Hey,
one?
can you imagine? You just say, "Hey man, I gotta whip your ass. I'm sorry, my dad's
Yeah, my
watching."
Dad's in the truck, like I don't like a room.
Yeah, exactly. For real, man. Or I mean, if you don't win, when you come home, vas a ver.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
Yeah,
like, damn.
exactly. Like,
So, yeah, definitely. If anybody's listening,
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. If you guys are listening and you guys, reach out to one of us or anybody, and we'll, again, let's bring it to attention. But yeah, man. Other than that, how's the gigs going? Like DJ Noble, I think that's how I remember you. I think that's how me and you met was through your DJ gigs.
Right.
And I think you came to one of the events. I think the community events.
you had an apartment complex and you were teaching.
I remember now.
Because they had like a water slide.
Yes.
I think it was in Southside. Southside?
East side of Fort Worth.
Eastside.
Yeah,
Side?
East side of Fort Worth. Yeah, I remember one of my students was at
Shout
that
out to
property.
East
She's
Side.
still, she's still at the property.
Really?
And it was a thing that the youth center. And that's how I started. Like that was one of those little things I started teaching and every
but
Saturday.
you were teaching before then. You just
Yeah.
that was just
something I just picked up
something
and I'm
you
like,
picked up
I want
as
to
well.
do more. But yeah, that's how me and you became good friends, and you always supported a lot of stuff that I did, and I support your stuff too, your photography, your music.
You still teach?
Yeah. I may not look
Still
like it. I teach almost every day. Every day I have some.
yeah. Some students that
I'll always have one student with me or something like that.
That's
so.
cool. But anyway, to your question, man, things try to open up again.
Yeah.
I got a couple of quinceañeras wedding coming up. I just shot a quinceañera last Saturday.
Yeah.
So it's starting to open up, man, but you're just starting to get a little critical again. We'll see. I don't think I can afford. I can't afford another shutdown. To be honest with you.
No, I mean
I don't
a lot
think
of people
anybody can.
Nobody can, bro.
Yeah, I don't honestly. I mean, because the shutdown stopped a lot of things. Though it is kind of curious how quickly the government was able to find some money. But hey,
Right?
you know,
I'll
I'm not
I'll
saying
come back for that show too.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I agree with you. So what do you? With that being said, I mean, what do you think it really helped that from not shutting down? Like, what do you think we need to do? Do we need to mandatory?
I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not. What's the word? Non-vax, I guess you could say.
Oh, I haven't got vaccinated.
I just don't.
You're anti-vaxxer?
That's what it is.
Are you-
Okay. All right. Are you anti?
Well, I'm not anti-vaxxer, but you can vax yourself.
Okay. Are you anti-vaxxer as in like all vaccinations or just this one?
This one.
Okay.
And the reason,
I've noticed
and the
that
reason I
there's been a
have
difference.
is, man, there's no study on it, man.
That's what I said.
And I know they did the FDA thing, but it was under emergency. So this testing is still not done. It was just because it's an emergency. Let's get it approved.
I'm anti. I mind my business. That's what I am.
That's exactly.
Mind your business.
Mind your
Exactly.
business. I don't care what you do with your body, but hey,
Right.
Don't ask me about mine.
I mean, okay, so I get it. Like I get, and that's why I asked you if you were anti-vaccinations or just anti this vaccination.
Right.
Because I've noticed that a lot of people, will be like, well, I don't know about this vaccination. I'm just like, yeah, but you got measles and mumps and all that kind of stuff. You get the flu shot every winter, stuff like that.
Well, funny, I've never got a shot, man.
No, me neither. I still haven't got my flu shot.
I think when I was going to junior high, you had to get the measles or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah, so you got your school ones,
But after that, man, for
After that?
35 years, I've never had a shot, man.
I know. Well, I know some people get
The flu and
the
stuff.
flu shot and stuff like that every year and stuff like that. A lot of my family, like they'll get the flu shot every year or stuff like that. But
Which at the end of the day, I'm with him. You do what you want to do. The only problem I have is when you right now people are pushing it.
Yeah, wait a little bit too hard.
but isn't it public safety though?
Well,
Well, here's my thing. Like say we're all here, right? All three of y'all have your shots. Mm-hmm. Then why are you worried about me not having mine?
mind your business.
No, I'm just saying you should be.
Oh, my bad. I
You
got
should.
Mind your business.
You should be okay, right?
Well, yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like let's say you and Manny are the only ones that don't have it, and me and Dookie got. Dookie,
No, don't even put
Dookie,
my
are you
name
shot
in
up?
this.
are you shot up, Dookie?
Hell no.
No. So I'm the only one that's
Guinea
that's
pig,
shotted, not
guinea
spotted.
Guinea pig.
That's what I said. It's a guinea pig thing. So is it different now that on your when you're DJing? Do you do like 6 feet apart? No dancing. That's like this, todo like
Actually,
extended.
no. But
Nope.
it's funny you say that when because I take videos and
Like high school prom.
post them on YouTube. I mean, that's the number one thing. Why y'all not wearing masks? Why ain't you doing this? Why ain't you doing that?
Yeah.
And I'm like, mind your business. I guess I'm gonna keep that one. mind,
Yeah.
mind your business.
Mind your business.
But again, I understand, man. I just don't see. My opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think it's big as they're saying it is. I do believe it's corona. But when 99% rate that you're gonna get over it, I think it's just a hard flu or something.
Right.
And the people that do die, there's underlying, what do you call it, illness.
Right.
Underlying
right.
issues.
So
I mean, I get you. Well, what? How many styles of DJ are there? Is there only one style of DJ?
no, there's a whole bunch, dude.
What kind of DJ are you?
Because I consider myself. Well, that's a good question, man. Because you got your club DJs,
Okay.
you got your wedding DJs,
what's the
you got your scratch DJs.
I didn't even know. Like, I just know, like, when I was hanging out with you guys, there was like you guys always had like the hits, like cumbias, Tejano music.
Well, then you got people that just do Tejano, hip hop. See, when I started DJing, I did house music.
Yeah.
That was my
Really?
thing. I mean, I love house. I still love house music.
I'm gonna throw a
love
house party. Then I'm gonna invite you. I want you to come out there and show how to get down.
I love some house music, man. But yeah, there's just different styles, man. And right now, like reggaeton shit, or not reggaeton, but like
No, yeah, reggaeton, right? With the Bad Bunny and all that, like
Yeah.
on the hard.
is that what it's called, reggaeton?
that-
Still,
is that
I don't even think it's reggaeton anymore.
Reggaeton had its moment.
Bad Bunny's like
No,
wanna
I don't
be hip, like
yeah,
hip hop.
I don't even know what the. But I listen
don't
to
know.
Bad Bunny though. I can relate.
All right, I'm out.
Yeah.
You look like you listen to him.
Yeah, that's why you got the shades
know
on,
what?
bro.
You know what, Manny?
Hold on. When you said that,
That's DJ Mr. Bunny.
So you listen to Bad Bunny. You know what? You can catch me outside.
Yeah, exactly.
I get my ass whooped.
But no, man. There's different ones. I consider myself a wedding DJ, and that's why I tell some guys that are trying to get in. Being a wedding DJ, you have to know everything, man.
Yeah,
Like,
you
from
do.
country to hip hop to top 40 to 50s, 60s, 70s, because you got grandmas there.
Yeah.
And,
You got to play to the crowd.
Because it amazes me, these young cats, man, they go to a wedding and they want to play like Bad Bunny. And, you say, hey, can you put a Latin hit? And they put La Bamba on. Like, La Bamba? Dude, what are you talking about?
Exactly. It's just like I don't have that. All I got is Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Yeah, shout out to my boy George and Jennifer. They're watching right now.
So yeah, you definitely want to know your niche.
Yeah. So what's the difference? What's the difference between like wedding style? Like what's
Well, like I said, you got to
is it
carry.
slower?
No.
Because
Well, that's your job. You better not be slow.
no. I mean like slow music, trying to make everybody dance or
Well, you switch it up.
yeah.
Like I usually, when I start, just go banging. That way you can get them out.
Oh, okay.
And then once you get them out there, you can throw a couple slow ones so you can.
All right, follow up question. What is one song that you're sick of right now?
Oh man.
'Cause I think every DJ has one song that you're just like, oh my
All
God.
songs.
Nah, but there's one. Like, there has to be one song that you're just like, man, if I hear this song, I'm gonna fuck somebody up.
Anything BTS? You know who BTS is?
Them Asians,
BTS?
Oh,
K-pop.
Yeah. K-pop. My little sister listens. My
Bro,
name.
you not down with
Yeah,
K-pop?
I'm sorry if my little baby sister listens to
Oh
that.
my God.
She's probably talking smack right now. You don't
She
know?
is.
I honestly, like,
BTS is they the biggest K-pop band out right now.
right now,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, McDonald's meal, fool.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
I am upset though because I did buy tickets to go see him with my daughter and they canceled, man.
Are you serious?
Did it really?
Yeah.
Bro,
Damn Corona.
I had a joke for that, but I don't think I want to say it.
What? They got deported?
No, I was gonna say, man, just go to your local Chinese food. I thought. No, okay, but
Oh my God.
I mean, just saying.
That's hilarious, bro. I never thought about that. Yeah, you could just
She
go
doesn't-
see your Chinese.
She's not gonna know the difference.
Oh, I get you now. Yeah. Oh, no.
Rudy like, oh, la madre.
No, she'll know. She's
know?
my daughter's all in.
I don't know.
Man, I got pillowcases. I got pillows.
My
I got,
sister's the same way. She has posters. on there.
stickers and
Well, to be fair, bro, like you got to be careful because this is Texas.
Yeah.
So you liable to go to a Chinese food restaurant and they got Asians Asians in a mariachi band, bro.
Rashad always tells people it's not Texas. It's what?
Tejas, way.
But yeah, no.
I'm just saying they didn't immigrate. The borders just moved.
That's right. But yeah, no, it's them. Damn, that's crazy. Like my little sister loves them a lot. Like a
I
lot.
mean, they're all right, man. But like you said, after 100 times, like, dude, let's move on.
Well, it was like the Gundam style guy. Remember back in the when he came out,
Gundam
everybody
style.
had him at his wedding. My mom had him on the wedding. I think I was so drunk, I was doing the
like
dance.
when somebody turned down for what, and all those, man. Like, dude,
Or that Ed Sheeran. Oh, you never played that?
Yeah.
Was it the
I feel like the wedding
17?
staple that has nothing to do with weddings is Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
Every wedding I've been to.
shout,
White people.
shout?
shout.
I've never
Raising the Hood, my dude.
really.
Yes.
I mean,
Raising the Hood, then you should know that at every wedding they play "This Is How We Do It."
Yeah,
yeah,
that's how we do it.
yeah,
How we do
really.
it. And everybody gets out and they do the electric slide. That's how.
That's true.
And then when it gets a little late, grandma goes home. That's when you get the ludicrous and
That's when you get
little
that,
yeah.
That's when you get the sucias out there. I see y'all.
I seen. If you're on it,
Yeah.
let's do it.
I played pony a couple times.
Yeah, that's when you're just like.
What's funny, man, is like, man, they were asking grandma like right there, and I'm like, you want to wait a little later, man? No, throw it on there.
Throw it on there right now.
Okay.
You sit there,
You're
sit there
paying.
with Willa's like, hey,
She's the first one on the dance floor.
that's what I said.
Yeah, man. So
Well, you know, grandmas are getting younger. I mean,
they really are.
I'm gonna
Like,
say,
oh my
I'm gonna say,
God.
I'm gonna say it.
No,
Grandmas aren't getting younger. You're getting older.
Well, that's true,
You're
too.
getting closer to their age. That's
No,
what
but
it
that
is.
is true though, bro. Like I
No,
know
no,
grandmas
they're
that
the-
are in their
40s.
40s. I'm
Start off
like,
in the
30s.
40s now.
I'm just
Right.
like, yo,
Okay, that's true.
Like, did we just lower the? I'm like, where's the cougar and the milf and the what's going on here? Like,
Well, when
But
babies
no, hey,
have
shout
babies,
outs.
yeah, right.
I mean, when you have a kid at 15 and then your daughter has a kid and they're 15,
They be proud of that
well,
too,
you're 30 years old as a grandpa.
right?
So,
Automatically, you're not even the stepdad. It's
It-
automatic
exactly.
grandpa now. I'm like, what the- if you weren't doing DJ, what would you be doing outside of DJing? Like,
I guess photography, man. I really caught that bug. Well, I've always done photography, like for my DJing,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
at parties, you know, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Or I guess back then it was MySpace.
bro,
Oh, bro.
oh my god. Look,
Come on.
for the people that don't know what MySpace, this
Oh,
was
yeah,
way
that's
before
right.
Facebook.
Bring it back, please.
Oh,
I want to put
Have you been on Facebook? Have you been on there lately?
On MySpace?
It's a whole different thing.
It's all bands now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It
all like
sucks.
advertising for bands and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I don't know. Manny's on there all the time. He sent me a friend request. I was like,
Remember how you had your top 10?
Yeah, you top 10.
And
Yeah.
your friends
Top
would get
10
mad at you.
friends.
Oh, you
Everyone
want to
you
switch
switch
me
them
out?
exactly.
Dang, those are the good old days. I used to get parties because of that. Like,
What?
yeah, because
Hell yeah.
I mean, I was one of the popular kids. So every time they had a party, they'd send it to me. You know, pull up, and we would be in those parties, bro. Just
You know damn well they didn't say pull up back then.
oh, what did they
Come
did.
through?
Come through.
Swing by.
Can you ride your bike to my house, please?
Who invited the loser? I'm like,
Sasuke, you don't even have a car either.
yeah, right. Nah, but back then I had a Nissan Altima, 2002.
Angel.
Who hasn't had an Altima?
No,
honestly?
well, mine was a walk-in motel. Everybody that got in that car got laid.
That was your first ride?
Yeah, everybody. I'm talking about everybody. You would get in there and everybody lost their virginities.
Mine was a 78 Chevy, man.
Right? Oh,
Shit.
My
Oh,
first
you
ride.
were styling then.
Chevy with the Krager wheels.
yeah.
You were styling then. You were like, you were real
They didn't
styling.
come cream. They just happened to be cream.
That's too much information.
Right.
Yeah, he used to didn't have a white interior, but after a while it became that way.
all white, bro.
You know, it's,
But yeah, no, everybody got in that. They love that car. I still miss that car to this day. But yeah, so
Probably stinks.
it probably does.
I still miss that car.
So photography, how long you said 2 years? What
Yeah,
inspired
2
you to do photography now?
Honestly,
Yeah,
so I was doing a quinceañera here in Fort Worth.
yeah,
And, you know, I got to get there hour and a half early, set up.
right.
So the photographer walks in like 20 minutes till. Pops up, throws his camera up, shoots for about 2 hours, rolls it up, goes home. I'm like, dude,
Get the fuck out of
what
here.
am I doing?
Yeah, no, that's
So I hit him on Facebook. I say, man, if you don't mind, how much did you charge? Dude, he doubled my pay.
Wow.
And he was there less time and less work. Of course, it's photography, you know, your work starts when you get home.
Right.
You got to
Yeah.
edit and
well, that's the thing that
But still, though, most photographers, don't they usually stay the majority of the time there? You know what I mean?
I guess it depends, because the ones I've done, you'll catch like them coming in, like them coming in, the little dance, father-daughter dance, and then you just take some pictures of the dancing party for about an hour, and you're out, man.
man, we've been doing it wrong there because I've been doing photography with a friend, and we would be there from morning to like
For
night.
weddings.
Weddings,
Yeah, weddings are 8-hour shifts.
Yeah, bro, like it's brutal.
I mean, because you're there at the beginning,
and then at the end,
then
and
at the
then
end,
while they're
and then
dancing,
the walk
and then
out.
especially if they got an open bar, you might as well stay until they close the
No,
place down,
I
right?
think I got drunk at the bar, at the weddings while while doing photography. But I mean, it is a headache because the word work, what he said, starts at the house. Oh no, well, get a picture, and everybody wants that Facebook photo. You know, they
Or get a
want
picture of me doing this.
Yeah, get a picture.
Get a picture of me doing that.
Right.
Get a picture of me doing
And
this.
the thing that sucks is they're not willing to pay sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody wants it for cheap. Oh, I know somebody that could do it cheper. Well, go get their ass.
That's
there.
why it's with the DJ to man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, if you got somebody do it cheaper, hey,
Right?
more power to you. I mean, that's why I guess that's always been a struggle. I mean, among DJs, do you take one 1,000 gig or two 500 gigs?
I'd say 2 5s.
That's what I do, man. I'd rather more. You're out there more. You meet more people. Get more advertisement.
Right.
So I mean,
And besides, what if that 1,000 one sucks? You know what I mean? If at least if you got 2 500 ones, the first one might suck, but the second one might be
Yeah.
good.
Right,
you know,
right.
the second one, like, you might actually have some fun. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, they can be if you. It's just like I said, it's an atmosphere that you got to prepare yourself mentally. Like know that something is always going to happen,
right.
and that you're going to be there longer than you expect, and you're just going to meet people that are just like,
Well, if you done it long enough too, man. As soon as I walk in and start setting up the sound, whatever, you look at the crowd, you can feel it, man. This is not gonna be a dance club.
Yeah.
They're not gonna dance tonight.
Yeah.
You know, and you start, like he said, you start preparing yourself.
right.
You know, put an auto mix.
Start doing
All right.
So, but then there's times it's like, man, it's just like, dude, this is why I do it right here. You know, people are just
People,
the whole
uh,
night
the
just
whole
jumping.
night.
Well, I remember, I don't know if it was you, but I have some buddies that are DJs, but you'll always have that one person that will bother you about that one. Hey, can you play this? Can you play this? And
then you play and they walk off.
Yeah.
They go to the restroom, like, dude, and then they come back. Hey, did you play my song? Hell
Yeah.
yeah, I played your song.
Or people try to grab the mic, trying to be the hype man. Have you ever had that?
No, I hadn't had, but I actually had to do the. I think I was playing some disco.
By the way, I'm saying
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. I was just trying to get it crunk.
He comes up and
That
wasn't
wasn't the
changing
time
it
for a
as he stopped
freestyle, bro.
As he's playing Vicente Fernandez, I was trying to freestyle over him.
Bro, who freestyles over Vicente?
I'm sorry.
Okay? You put some respect on his name, okay? Respect that senor.
That fool's dying, right?
I think so. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he's in the hospital.
Well, he's old.
Oh, yeah, that's what I said. So they made like breaking news, like that dude's 100.
I'm not gonna lie. I probably would shed a little tear.
Yeah,
Just-
but, you know,
he passed away. He's a
He's
living
icon.
legend.
He's
you know?
icon.
all the whalers are all crying and stuff like
So
that.
way, let's do-
Damn, I missed my chance.
Right? I can't believe it. I can believe it.
He was almost your grandpa.
Oh my god! But yeah,
Grandpa's sitting there. He's like, that's true.
that's, but yeah, but that man's a living legend that people don't know. He's a Mexican singer that amazing voice, and he can make you cry.
Oh, yeah,
If you-
definitely.
if you're Mexican, you know what we're talking about. He's the Mexican Drake. No, not even. He's beyond Drake.
Nah, he'd probably be like the Mexican
he's like
Luther
back in-
Vandross
Yeah,
or
back in the
something.
day. I
like
can't say back in the
Yeah.
day. Yeah.
Yeah, he probably like just like a living
That
legend,
woo, woo,
basically.
woo.
Well, and a good movie star too, bro.
Oh, yeah?
Exactly.
Yeah, he's done some movies that are just like amazing. Again, back then you had to have real talent. You had to be able to sing, do movies, do it all together.
You're right.
Yeah. Now you just
TikTok.
auto tune and get a ghostwriter.
Yeah. Damn, bro. Shots fired. You all right?
I'm
Who's that at?
just saying. You know,
The whole
maybe,
industry.
Right.
That'd be cool.
Oh.
Well, that'd be cool. That's a
You know-
TikTok thing, man. That's another thing. You're talking about things that kind of bother me.
Yeah.
Like somebody would come, hey man, can you play so and so song? So I'm like, I don't find
Yeah.
it. Oh no, he's a TikTok artist.
Oh, yeah.
Are you serious? Are you coming at me like that?
you might as well be like, hey, my homeboy Bobby around the
Right.
corner, he does a freestyle. You think you can play it?
Well, that's another thing
No.
too. Them CDs. Hey man, can you play my CD?
Oh, my God.
I bet you get that a lot.
Yeah. Well, now it's a USB.
Oh,
Here's my
really?
USB, man. Like, dude.
How many times have you played it that you're just like, man, why did I ever play this bull?
Do you ever listen to it, or do you go ahead and play it?
Honestly, I have to. It may be wrong, but I look at the person.
Yeah.
And if he kind of fits it, so I'll listen to it. Not like, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's what's
I mean, be
up.
honest with you, man.
No, hey, keep it real. Like, you might not be, for
And
the party.
And I'm sure you know some sound like they record in the garage. Like, dude.
Like the sound, like
Yeah,
the
the
music
sound
might be
quality.
good, but the sound quality.
Oh, not, yeah, the sound quality, right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I'm like, I can't play this, man. I mean,
TikTok is the new SoundCloud.
it really is.
Facts.
Yeah.
And that's the thing though, that these TikTokers, just because they're hitting on their, I'm not gonna put them down, but some of them just, that's as far as your talent gets. Mm-hmm. But when you put it in front of, like I said, being a DJ, I see these guys go up there and they gotta be able to get the crowd moving. Like these guys really got to get you. And how many times we go to a party, you're like, man, this DJ sucks.
I think a lot of what goes into DJing, and tell me if you agree, a lot of what goes into DJing that a lot of people don't see is reading the crowd.
Yeah, definitely. That's yeah.
You know, because you kind of have to know your crowd to know, okay, well, this is what they're really going to vibe to.
Right.
These
And
set
it goes
of
back to what
records.
you're saying earlier.
Yeah.
Like you need to know your niche. So if you're gonna do weddings, like you said, you can't just show up with little Dre and Vert. I mean, you got to have.
You
If
got to
you're
have
gonna do
variety.
that, go to a hip hop club.
Right,
You know,
right.
that's where you're gonna hit at. You know. But yeah, what you're saying is exactly right, man.
To somebody that wants to be a DJ, what advice would you give them?
Man, study music. Study
Yeah.
music.
Know your legends.
I mean, everybody's like, buy this, buy that. Man, know your music.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Because you can get equipment, right?
yeah, anybody can get equipment. And now, man, you can actually DJ off your phone. I've seen some apps. And I'm like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like that. What do you think of the scratch and stuff? Like back in the day, how they used to scratch.
well, that's what I'm saying. You mean they're scratch DJs?
Yeah, yeah,
And that's all they do. Like Hubert. I don't know if y'all
Yeah.
know, man. That dude is hard, man. That dude's cold, man.
Yeah.
I've seen like some DJs like they could like make a whole song just off of samples,
Right.
Like right then
Live.
there.
And that's respect.
Yeah.
That's something I don't do. That's why I said there's levels too, man.
Yeah.
There's levels to that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. And even 32 years, I'll watch somebody like that, and I'm just like, like, dude, how are you doing that?
Really?
But it goes back to knowing your music too, man. You know
Yeah.
when to drop it, when to cut it. Like, dude,
Oh,
that's
okay.
amazing, bro.
So it's just like practice, though. It's just like it's kind of like us when
Yeah.
we were, just like, oh, you got to know your stuff and know your crowd. But that's
Well, it's funny something that you say too. That I mean, I DJ 20 years and I did not know this. That like club DJs, like Dead Mouse and all those guys.
yeah.
You know, when they do big crowds. I thought they were DJing live. That's recorded, man. That's pre-recorded stuff.
Is it really?
Really? Oh, damn.
That's why they can jump on tables and throw cakes.
That's right, because they'll have like you know, their mouths, all that kind of stuff. Like he'll be DJing, but then he'll be like off the stage and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, how the hell? Like he just knows the timing.
He
like,
probably
nah,
forgets.
just-
He's like, oh snap! Hold on, just
You catch them. You catch
Yeah.
them.
No, not all of them.
Well, yeah, well, not yeah, but I'm just saying.
I've been to Excision, and
Yeah.
this man, he puts so much money into his lasers alone. Like, he has like 4 times the amount of lasers that anybody should have,
yeah.
and like 80 subwoofers, 80 like 20-inch subwoofers, and he's mixing the whole time. Like, it never sounds the same every time we go.
Are the
I've never been to a
lasers?
DJ show, so
Are the lasers attached to sharks?
Maybe.
They should be attached to
I
shark
want a
heads.
freaking shark with a freaking.
Again, yeah, he's right. Not all of them. I'm not trying to say that all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but some
But it's
of them
something
do.
I
yeah.
learned.
What's the comment on here?
No
Screw
reason
you
I
guys.
Well, it's. I mean,
There's a lot that just go on and just press play. And then
well, isn't that like the like if the DJ has a pre-recorded set, isn't that like basically the DJ version of lip singing
yes.
Yeah.
on a show? I mean, the hell, how many artists do that shit?
Because I will say this, like Deadmau5, they're there to give you a show. You're there for the show. I mean, whether he DJs or not, you want that grandioso. He said lights, laser,
Yeah.
throwing cake in the crowd, surfing them. You know, some people that's what they want. So I
Right.
get it. I mean,
So it's a show,
Right.
But the DJ part of it is just one aspect of
Right.
the show,
right.
One aspect of the lights, the camera,
Right.
action.
Gotcha. Dang. So I mean, do you just want to give it up pretty soon here? Like I kind of you mentioned about just
Yeah.
stepping back and away from this.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man, because you know, I say that, and then you get that one party that's just like, dude, this is why I do it. I remember why
Yeah,
I
I think
started.
you
doing
always
that.
gonna have that.
I mean,
love
it's
for
because
it,
you got to
though.
show these youngins, man.
And then
So how
sometimes
to
it's
get
like-
down.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
But I think you said or something, man. You just getting old, man. I'm finna hit 50, bro. So it's like,
well,
been there, done that.
it,
you
it
know?
comes for us all, bro. Like,
But
I
that, yeah, the wall comes for us all.
mean, yeah, you'll be like, all right, man. I think I can step back. I've done enough time, you know.
Yeah.
But then again, I mean, why not? I mean, Mayweather, you know, can still box.
I don't think I'll ever quit.
There you go. Yeah.
I mean, because I'm an 80s baby. I love, if we can do an 80s party, shit, I'm there, bro.
Right?
Oh,
I mean, 80s
I thought,
music?
he
80s
said, I thought he
baby.
said an Asian party. I'm like, why do you want to do an Asian party, bro? An 80s? Bro, I would be down.
Why aren't we doing it? An 80s Asian party? Yes.
Yeah.
Dookie, set it up.
Evening?
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
No, I think,
That'd be badass.
I think, you know, and you know, tell me how you feel about this. I think at a certain point, even if you have a profession that you love, there's a certain point where you stop wanting to do it for money,
Right.
where you just want to do it for fun.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just because, you know, Michael Jordan stopped playing professional basketball doesn't mean he doesn't play basketball.
True.
You know, he still plays basketball. He just doesn't do it professionally for money. You know what I mean? So, I mean,
So
do
I
you
guess-
think?
I mean, I guess I can speak for every DJ, but I guess like us when we first started, it was for fun. You know, back in we started in the 80s, 90s, man. You know,
Yeah.
go to the park, set up in the park, man.
You guys are a
exactly.
different breed, though.
Just
that's
have a good
why.
time. And I think that's where maybe where I'm at. Now it's about the money. You know, I'm trying to pay bills. I'm trying to do this.
Right.
You know.
Oh, yeah.
Now you got wife, kids,
So now
all that
it's
kind
like
of stuff.
I have to do it.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, man. So that's why I don't think I'll ever give it up because I still want to, you know, play around with it. But
Right.
But I guess like you were saying earlier about being a boss, people want to be your boss. When you have to do it, it's just not.
Yeah.
You're not
Different-
feeling it.
Oh, yeah. And that's like me and him, what me and Rashad said is that we're going to do this till it's no longer fun. When it starts becoming a job or you're just like in a bad mood, don't want to show up, just quit.
Right.
Step back.
Yeah, especially in DJ, man, because like you said, if the DJ sucks, people gonna see that. They feel it.
Yeah. Well,
You know?
they feed off your energy.
Right.
Yeah, because I mean, like I said, you're a great DJ, man.
I appreciate that.
That's how I met you. You know, on a DJ, and I'm like, damn, this dude got some heat. And that's about 5 years ago, which I think or more, or
I think it was more.
I
honestly.
think it's more. But what has changed? What do you think has changed since then within those, or you know, since then, or just in DJing in general? Do you think it has changed?
First of all, honestly,
Yeah.
the music. There's no soul in the music, bro.
Say it loud.
It's all junk food. There's no soul. There's no soul food.
No soul food, no soul here.
And,
No.
and the bad thing is, because I do Spanish and English.
Yeah.
Spanish is going the same way, bro.
That's a
Is it
rush
really?
hour.
There is no more love music. There ain't,
No.
there ain't no more Key Sweats. You know, it's all hey,
all
bump
gimmick.
and grind and booty bumping. Like, dude, whatever happened to it? It's a little romanticizing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can see that.
No,
It's, it's,
you're
it's
right.
just
You're
changed
right.
hardcore.
Yeah.
Even hip hop. Cause I grew up hip hop. I love hip hop. But man, this hip hop today, man, it's like, dude. First of all, I don't understand them. Some of
That
them.
mumble
Yeah.
rap.
It's like, what do
Well, yeah, mumble rap. You can't even understand that.
They don't even understand what they're saying.
I think, well, I know for me personally, I don't necessarily, well, you know, and plus I'm getting older too, so I don't understand a lot
That'd be
of
my
the,
second aspect. You just getting older.
you
man.
know, I don't really understand a lot of the new music coming out and stuff like that. But I also find it funny that I don't necessarily listen to new hip hop, but I do listen to new cumbia.
Yeah, well, that's different though.
Because like
That's a
cumbia is my
beat.
shit.
That's a
though.
beat, though.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't know why, but like you know that's my shit.
I think it's funny when people hear him listen to Spanish music. Listen
But when
to
he, I
Rashad.
ain't gonna lie, when he walked in and you said, "What do you say?" Something in Spanish. I'm like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that Rashad speaks Spanish and he listens to Spanish music and he's part of like the culture. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when they hear him say something in Spanish, like what you said earlier, it's like, what did he say? Mother, no, wait, no, he's right.
Oh, so let me ask you a question about that. Flipping the. So what do you think about it? Like people would say that you're appropriating the culture.
Well, I can see that how they think I'm appropriating
So I'm
culture.
gonna stop it right there.
Yeah.
I don't think you do, man. I think that's stupid, dude.
Like
Yes.
I think it's stupid, but I can see how they think that if they don't understand it, like it's not like I'm like, hey, I'm gonna speak Spanish because I want to be cool. It's like, no, I'm speaking Spanish because well, that's the language that we're speaking right now. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I listen to cumbia because that shit rocks.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's my shit. You know what I mean? When I'm fucking, in the back of the pickup and got my brothers and got my Bud Light, yeah, we're blasting Ranchero. Because, this is my shit.
Right.
People
know what I
don't
mean?
know that Rashad grew up around this. Again, he's not a poor. He grew up with all this.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's like talking to another Mexican. I think. Like,
Well, I was good. I guess I was going more to aspect like this as cancer culture stuff.
Yeah,
No.
and that,
That's
and
what I'm
that
right.
too.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
Though. Yeah. Some people have come after him. Like,
I think it's cool, man. I'm like, dude.
But
To me, I got more respect for you, man.
Yeah,
Because
see?
your mind is open.
see, that's what I
I
told
mean-
him.
Exactly.
I told him that our people, nuestra gente, we're more opening and accepting. When somebody is speaking Spanish, hey, hola, ¿cómo estás? They're making the effort. We welcome them. We're like, no, that's our people. That's one of ours. Meaning that we can understand each other.
Right,
But I mean,
right.
like I said, people have told him, oh, well, that's not even your family. Why? That's not even your people. Why do you care? I'm like, nah, that is my brother.
Exactly.
Right.
That's
Exactly.
mi carnal. That's what I'm saying. It's like. There's no difference. Like,
How do you get to determine who my family and who I relate
Exactly.
there you go.
Exactly. And the funny thing is, I'll go ahead and let everybody know, I actually grew up in East Oakland. So I was in East Oakland till probably middle school. And East Oakland is very, very segregated. Like the only time I saw white people was at school or the landlord came around to evict us. You know what I mean? The only time I saw any Hispanics is when we went to the flea market. You know what I mean? And that's when I saw, but otherwise than that,
And how long ago was that?
that was, so this is, I'm an 80s baby too. So this is 1980. This is right around the time that Reagan put crack in the hood.
Okay.
So, right around the time, Crips and Bloods came around,
I
stuff
guess
like
just
that.
being from Texas, I mean, I've always had a good mixture, man.
Well, see, and see, that's the
So,
thing.
so you say that, it's like, man,
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Exactly. So, but then when we moved from Oakland, we actually moved to Houston.
Okay.
And where we moved to in Houston, puro Mexicanos.
Yeah, that's-
Like it was like it was like we moved right to the barrio. Like right next to me, to the right was Mexicans, to the left was Mexicans, in front and back.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, there's Mexicans everywhere. I was just like, well, I guess I'm gonna get down. Like, y'all know Jose, what's up?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and then ever since then, since I was literally landed in the culture, I'm just like, let me learn a little Spanish. That way I could talk to my homeboys.
And I guess that's where my respect comes in. Because you could have taken a different route. Like, dude, I can't believe I'm here, man. You know, look at these people.
Yeah.
But you went to, you know, let's learn something. Let's,
Exactly. Like, yeah, let me try some empanadas.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
let's
like some he didn't share earlier.
Right.
hey,
You know what? He's more Mexican than me.
shout out to Chef Key.
Like, he didn't share. That is Mexican right there.
I'm just
You know,
saying.
we don't share. We don't share.
No, bro. I would have got you one, but nah, bro.
But, yeah.
That shit was good.
No, I tell them that's much love and respect. I think anybody, if you pick up a different culture, especially ours, you know, we're
Yeah.
gonna show you love. You know, hey,
definitely.
that's love.
And I think anybody from any culture, if you see someone that's genuinely trying to learn, understand
Right.
your culture, embrace them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like, let's get it. You know?
Yeah.
Especially
So-
when you live. I mean, you live here. We live together.
Exactly.
You know,
I tell people all the time, yo vivo en Texas, la lengua de español. So that's why I speak Spanish. You know what I mean? Like, I live in Texas.
Yeah.
For those who only speak English, I live in Texas. The language is Spanish.
And I will say this though, for
So-
our nuestra gente, también tenemos que aprender inglés. It goes both
Oh
ways.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Sí.
I
You know,
agree.
I made my raza, you know, my mom be like, nah, fuck you, son of a bitch. I don't gotta learn. You gotta learn.
No, you got to learn too.
Yeah,
You know what I
gotta
mean?
learn.
That way you
We
can
all gotta-
navigate.
we all
You
gotta
know
pick
what I
up.
mean? But
I mean, it goes both ways.
Oh, you're right. I
Mexican
agree
people,
100%.
We got to pick up that English también.
Yeah.
You know, so. But yeah, really, no, man. You know what I was telling Rashad? I think I told Rashad, was it yesterday? I was telling a story, me and you at a Halloween party.
Was it Halloween? I don't know.
I remember it was Halloween because it was, I think Halloween or Christmas. I forget what it was. I think one of those two.
That wasn't Christmas because
Nah.
I remember waking up outside and it went cold.
But I remember that you were so drunk because Jojo was one of these other cats that you know that was around and wanted to be a DJ, and
He was a young cat, wasn't he?
yeah, he was a
young?
young cat. He didn't even know.
I mean, he was the youngest out of us, right?
Yeah. And you were just like that night. You were so drunk, but you were so inspirational. This guy Rudy was like, you know what, bro? You gotta believe in yourself. It starts right here. The music is here, and he's all touching to his heart. And I'm like, damn, man, Rudy, you're right,
really
bro.
feel that.
And, you know, he's like, yo, bro, you gotta live in get your moment, bro. You don't, you just go in there and get that moment. It's your moment, bro. And there was a band that was hired to play. Rudy went in and he unplugged their stuff and then plugged his sound. And then Rudy told Georgia, come on, bro. Show him what you got. Show me what you got. And we were all like, no, stop. I think
And that's why I quit drinking.
I think Smiley and
So
Ram,
don't DJ and drink.
Don't
Smiley
DJ
and
and
Ram will
drink.
remember if you asked them. I wish I could get them right now on the line.
shout out to
Shout out to
Smiley
Texas
Ram.
Radio. Love those guys. The family there. There's the ones where me and Rashad got started with them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when we first started, and people don't know this, that when we first started, this
Yeah,
is not
tell
our
the
first
story
time.
about Texican Radio.
Yeah, this is not our first time. Our first time when we had our own show was with Texican Radio, and we were with some show called Latin Nation.
Latin Nation with Brooklyn.
Brooklyn and Lena.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We were with them, and
We were just sidekicks then, though.
yeah, we were just like I said. I wanted to try it because I'm an actor. Well, we both are actors, stunt fight, all that, and we were just wanting to promote other movies and help promote our stuff, and that's how we got started. And the show didn't last because for whatever reason. But I mean, we got the experience.
Right.
And then years later, me and Rashad were like, man, we got to get back on it. And here we go, part 2.
And Texan, they helped a lot of people, huh? Start on radio.
Yes. And I mean, it's fun.
How did we hook up with Texican Radio?
I actually can tell you that. Funny story. Let me see. Well, I met up to Brooklyn. Was at a mixture. I don't know, a mixture.
You met
and-
Brooklyn at a mixer?
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
Lena, and she goes, oh, this is my friend, this and that. And he has a radio show. He's looking for co-hosts.
Because y'all were doing Latin music, right? It
Yeah.
wasn't.
Yeah, it was Latin music.
But my thing was like I wanted to do more than just Hispanic. No, I wanted to reach to everybody, not just my gente.
Right.
I wanted to make sure that if you're black, Asian, white, we're reaching to you.
Everybody, yeah.
Which I love my people. Don't get me wrong, but I think the Mexican culture is for everybody. I want everybody to embrace us and feel the love that hey, learn from us and we'll learn from you. And from there, they took me to meet Smiley, which I guess it was an evaluation. Like, what do we think? This and that, and and that's how we started. We started a slow, like, we'll give you a shot, this and that, and
I think we were just
So did
doing.
y'all have y'all's own show besides with Brooklyn, or y'all were Brooklyn?
No, it was just with Brooklyn.
It was
but
just for
they
Brooklyn.
were
Because before then, we would just show up to like their promo stuff.
Yeah, the promo stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like we just show up to the promo stuff and just party.
Yeah, I remember being super drunk with this guy. Like,
Yes.
I don't think I've ever had a sober moment with them at all. And that, you know what? I stopped drinking though because I drink a little, but I don't drink like that no more. Oh my god.
Yeah. We used to every time we would go out, it would be like at a bar or club
Right,
stuff
yeah.
like that. So, and then
When in Rome.
exactly when in Rome, and it was kind of like one of those deals where like we were part of their promotional street
Right.
team, stuff like
Yeah.
that. So our job was to party and mingle. So, well, that's what we did. We partied and mingled.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah, I think I met them at some Tejano type thing. Mm-hmm. Because that's I do Tejano as well.
right.
Yeah.
And
Probably met him at like an event or something like that.
I don't remember how I actually met them, but
That's how I met
I've
you
worked
through
with them
them.
for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's how we became the show, man. Just like after that, we were just like, then Rashad had to step away to be a
Yeah.
family man, and then I kind of felt lost because I was like, me and Rashad have a great chemistry on the jokes, or he always has me right on the sounds and all that. So after that, I was like, man, what am I gonna do next?
Yeah, because it was just you, Brooklyn, and Lena.
Lena,
Yeah.
yeah. And after that,
Just the
I was-
chemistry was different.
Right.
Yeah, because
Because they're like from New York, right? Something like that. Weren't
no,
they?
one of the guys, but the bald dude.
Yeah,
Is,
Brooklyn is from New York.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I caught the show a couple of times. And,
Yeah.
Not being my music, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
but I know like that time they were trying to take.
Did
me.
you have a show on Texican Radio?
No, I there's some DJ spots.
You did
guest
DJ
guest
spots. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I worked with them as far as like we did like little clubs or
Mm-hmm.
restaurants or whatever. I'd work with them.
You work with them for that.
But yeah, they're like he said, man, they're definitely good people, man. I've known them for a long time.
Yep. A lot of fun. A lot of.
Sorry, I'm sending Smiley a message right now saying I'm trying to get her to call up here.
Man, open
Really?
old wounds, dude.
So, we'll tell you what. We will go ahead and take a short break. You picked the songs this time, didn't you?
No, my-
yes, you did.
No, you
yes,
didn't.
you did. He definitely picked a song. He loves
hold
these
on.
songs.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Every time.
I was working out,
He
and
goes,
he goes,
he goes,
"Hey,
"Hey."
I got the song," and I'm like, "What is it?" And then he sends me the song, Katy Perry,
No, he.
Fireworks. What is it?
Well, that's the one you picked, bro. You like. He loves it. Dookie,
Yep.
hit it.
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards, one blow from caving in? Do you ever feel already buried deep, 6 feet under screens and no one seems to hear a thing? Do you know that there's still a chance for you? 'Cause there's a spark in you. You just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just on the night, like the 4th of July. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you're worth. Make 'em go, oh, 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 as you shoot across the sky. Baby, you're a firework.
여자 커피 한 잔에 여유를 아는 품격 있는 여자 밤이 오면 심장이 뜨거워지는 여자 그런 반전 있는 여자 너는 선어해 낮에는 너만큼 따사로운 그런 선어해 커피 식기도 전에 원샷 때리는 선어해 밤이 오면 심장이 터져버리는 선어해 그런 선어해 아름다워 사랑스러워 그래 너 그래 바로 너 아름다워 사랑스러워 그래 너 그래 바로 너 지금부터 갈 때까지 가볼까 오빤 강남스타일 강남스타일 오빤 강남스타일 강남스타일 오빤 강남스타일 섹시 레이디 오빤 강남스타일 섹시 레이디 성숙해 보이지만 놀 땐 노는 여자 이때다 싶으면 묶었던 머리 푸는 여자 가렸지만 웬만한 노출보다 야한 여자 그런 감각적인 여자 나는 선어해 점잖아 보이지만 놀 땐 노는 선어해 내가 되면 완전 미쳐버리는 선어해 근육보다 사상이 울퉁불퉁한 선어해 그런 선어해 아름다워 사랑스러워 그래 너 그래 바로 너 아름다워 사랑스러워 그래 너 그래 바로 너 지금부터 갈 때까지 가볼까 오빤 강남스타일 강남스타일 오빤 강남스타일 강남스타일 오빤 강남스타일 섹시 레이디 오빤 강남스타일 섹시 레이디 뛰는 놈그 위에 나는 놈 베이베 베이베 나는 뭘 좀 아는 놈 뛰는 놈그 위에 나는 놈 베이베 베이베 나는 뭘 좀 아는 놈 What I'm saying 오빤 강남스타일 섹시 레이디 오빤 강남스타일 섹시 레이디 오빤 강남스타일
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Good
It's a
show.
Cancer Show with your boy Rashad Dyson
And your boy Manny, we're back.
and Big Dog,
Ready?
aka DJ Noble,
Yeah,
AKA inspirational quotes.
aka DJ Inspirational.
AKA
It's your moment. You gotta
that
take
time
it.
has passed.
That's the old Rudy. You don't even know me no more. Eh?
The old Rudy.
Yeah, we just had our boss lady. Shout out to Texican Radio with Smiley.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we were just confirming the story. It was at a Halloween party.
Halloween, yeah.
Oh, good times, Rudy. Good times.
Yeah, because I want to say I showed up to the place like almost like right when it was closing down, whatever. Because we end up hanging out in the parking lot, consuming beverages.
Alcohol. I mean, adult drinks.
I don't know, it tasted like cinnamon.
So yeah. So other than that, man, what do you got planned? Like, what do you any upcoming projects you want to talk about, or are you releasing any headphones or merchandise?
No, man, just
I mean, that's what Dre
just
did.
keep hustling, man. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I was saying earlier, I guess off there, I really want pushing the photography.
Yeah.
I think that's my future goal. Like I was telling him, I work at UNT. That's my day job, and I can retire in 7 years.
Oh, nice.
So I'm like,
Then you get to do what you want
do
to
I
do.
want to carry speakers and lights and DJ equipment, or just carry a camera bag?
Then you get to be a sugar daddy.
Ooh,
Nah, I ain't got that kind of money.
You see,
you know what? That's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
What?
The difference between doing the photography and doing the DJ. DJ, you got, you know, you got a whole stage set up depending on the venue, right?
right.
You know, some venues are plug and play, but a lot of venues you got to lug.
Speakers, lights, your DJ equipment.
Have you ever had problems with like people that you almost got to fist fights?
Well, I was actually going to tell that story where I was playing. It was a 20-year school reunion or something like that.
Right.
So the school was from like Sanger. So they said they wanted country. I said, I do country, man. I grew up in country. You know, I'm a Texas boy.
Yeah.
Well, some guy comes up and he was a stoner. Man, play some rock and roll, dude. And I'm like, dude, like you said, read the crowd. Ain't no boots and cowboy hats in here. You know,
Exactly.
I'll play one later.
Yeah.
Well, he got messed up, man. He came out, he turned my stuff off. Just turn it off. He goes, man, turn this shit off. And
Oh
I was like, dude, don't ever touch my stuff. I think I even slapped his hand. But then, of course, everybody jumped him and actually kicked him out. But I was like,
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we've had people
No, because I remember one time.
handing the beer on your stuff.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
hate that too.
Yeah, and I know how that feels, but I have, you know, I can't do that. Screw that. But I remember one time, I say that because one time, you'll remember this. We had a shout out to Acquid. We were,
Oh,
Dude, I do remember y'all doing some of that.
yeah, we were with Acquid, and next thing you know, like, it was a whole big misunderstanding with
With the DJ.
The DJ, the dude was so bad that Acquid had to get behind. Well, people don't know who Acquid is. They're Mexican
Brothers.
rappers,
Two
right?
brothers.
They're two brothers, they're twins, and they're rappers, and they're big in the
out
in
of
the-
Houston. Out of Houston.
No,
Another Cali.
Cali.
Oh, they're out of Cali.
Cali,
Yeah,
Cali.
okay.
But yeah, they're big in the Mexican world, you know. And
Man,
They're dope too.
yeah, they had to go behind and go do their DJ, and then they get back up in front because the DJ was just there.
Because they would like be like, hey, go ahead and cue up
Yeah.
this song, and he was like, oh well, which one is it?
Oh, you weren't
like-
prepared.
Yeah, he wasn't prepared.
Well, the thing was that nobody told me they was plug and play, and he brought speakers up the wazoo, and
Because I remember one there like a fiasco about speakers, that somebody took his speakers
he took our freaking mics.
or something, right?
Yeah, he took our mics.
Yeah.
Me and Rochelle were rowdy. We were about that life. We were like,
Hey.
no, we'll go get the mics.
We go get the mics.
They were
We got
like,
to.
Smiley was like, no, be adults. We're grown ups. So we're like, well, he's not an adult. Why I gotta be one? So
That's okay. He could catch an adult ass whooping, like
because what happened was that it was a misunderstanding, not on our part. It was who was running the event, I guess, or something like that. Didn't tell him that all you had to do is just bring your laptop.
Yeah, your gear.
And that's it. And it wasn't an event that was very well planned out. It was chaos all over the place. My man's over here almost got to a fist fight with there, and I swear to God, like if I didn't tell him, I think at that point I didn't even say nothing. I was like, yo, bro, just calm down, because I had to be the bodyguard for Acquid. And Rashad was like, he was running the door. He was running literally
Me and Bulldog.
Bulldog, one of the guys that
One of our
was there.
good buddies.
And it was
He was actually Bulldog was actually that was the thing that upset me, is because me and you were supposed to be running security.
right.
Bulldog was just there to have fun. Like
Yeah.
it was like like you're doing an event or whatever, and you just bring your boy around because you want him to have fun.
Right.
But it ended up being such a fiasco that Bulldog ended up having to run security with me.
They put you out of work.
Right.
Exactly. I'm just like, you got my man's working and stuff like this. And one of the people that was running the show was like, hey, well, I'm going to go ahead and bounce because it's late. And I'm just like, the fuck you mean? It's like, you got my man's over here working. He's supposed to be enjoying the show, and you going to bounce early? Nah, you going to take his spot. That's what you going to do.
That's crazy. I do remember something like that.
Yeah. It was. You see, I'm not someone who has a quick fuse. I got a long fuse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
when it blows.
when it blows, like, nah, it's on site.
Yeah.
That's, and it's kind of like, what's fair is fair.
Right. Exactly, man.
Like I brought Bulldog to have fun.
Right.
He volunteered to work because he's my friend.
Right.
He's my friend. He respects me. So, you know, the fact that he's willing to do that, I'm just like, of course. And, you know, you're one of the event runners.
Right. You're going to be the last one to leave.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like, you're gonna be the last one to leave.
It was a crazy event. Hey, shout out to Chloe Carruthers, my boy watching. Jennifer, she's watching. Hey guys, thank you.
Oh, big shout out to Jennifer. She actually sponsored our show today.
Yes, she sponsored our show today. So much love to you, Jennifer. We really do appreciate you. But yes, back to what we were saying. Yeah, it was a crazy event, and we had to, like, me and him, we had to look to each other like, bro, what are we gonna do? Like, what am I gonna do? And it was a point where he said, no, let's go outside, and I said,
Catch me outside. How
and,
about that?
Because by the time if he says that, I'll ask you, what did you do to make this man mad? He is patient like no other.
Right.
But not me. You say something wrong to me, we just might have to take that ass whooping. Because I mean, it just depends, you know what I mean? And it was crazy. That's what I'm saying. With being a DJ, you got to deal with a lot of chaos,
Oh, yeah,
stupidity, and
I guess
drunks.
I guess the worst one I ever had, and this was, man, like last year, 2 years ago maybe.
Oh, wow.
It was actually a patron from Sam's. Sam's Saloon.
Sam's Saloon.
They were having a quinceañera.
Right.
So this dude
Sam's?
gets no one of the patrons from there.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I was about to say, did the quinceañera Sam's Saloon?
Man.
Sam's go hard.
No, but this dude got
Shout out
drunk,
to
man.
Sam's
And,
Saloon.
so we're DJing, doing Tejano music, and he comes. Well, I think we're doing cumbias. 'Cause That's what they wanted. They're like, hey man, it's the end
my
of the
shit,
night,
bro.
Yeah.
They should give them dancing all night. Mm-hmm. So I remember thinking, man, I don't play cumbias for hours straight. Damn, man, you gotta switch it up. But you
Right.
know, whatever,
Okay.
what it is.
Yeah.
So this dude comes up and starts like, hey, want some Little Joe? And I'm like, I say, hey man, you see, she paying whatever she says is gonna go.
Yeah.
So he just starts yelling, you suck, bro. You're the sorriest DJ I've ever heard. And just started yelling. I actually had turned down the music so she could hear him. And I'm like, you need to come get your boy. Like, this ain't right. And then when he's walking away, he's still. Oh, I remember what made him mad because I was like, hey, I appreciate that, dude. I thank you.
Yeah.
No, man, I say you suck. Oh, man, thank you. I appreciate that. Man, I just been warm, man.
Probably confused. He's like, why is he thanking me?
No, I said you suck.
That was one of the worst
And
ones,
he's like,
man.
thank you. I'm so confused.
Yeah,
I hate
that,
being confused.
that was a crazy night, man. I was
Really?
Like, and then so was the end of the night, you know. Already tired, don't want to deal with it. And it's like, dude.
Well, I think as a DJ, bro, you got to deal with a lot of drunks.
And that's a graceful thing to do. Like, hey, thank you. And just move on.
You sucks.
And
Well,
it's funny you
here's,
say it because I think it comes with age, man.
Yeah.
I think 20 years ago,
dude,
You
I
wanna
know
do something
exactly
yeah,
what
what
you
about
mean.
that life?
I
Yeah.
think it's just more like, look, listen, I just don't care. I'm just here to get paid and leave. Right?
Yeah.
So
rock the crowd and go home.
yeah, does it take you a lot? When you're DJing? Does it take you a lot to come down from that hype? Or from
Oh, yeah,
that
when I
energy?
get home, I'm still 2, 3, 4 hours, man.
Really? Me and Rashad, we have a thing, and you know, Dukes knows that. Like after this, we'll usually go to a Hooters or Buffalo Wild Wings because we're still hyping. We'll be talking about the key moments of the show, or still trying to. And then when I get home, I'm still trying to calm down, like, and they'll be like,
That kind
"Whoa."
of same thing, you know, like if it was a badass party, like, man, dude, remember whatever. And
Yeah,
man, when I played this,
exactly.
you see the people just hit the crowd.
Yeah.
Or vice versa, man. What you know, I played the bangers, and nobody's dancing. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah.
But you're still amped up.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll take me a couple. Even tonight, I'm sure I'll get home.
What is tongue-tied, I'm sorry. What is one of the DJs that you look up to that you be like, this is what I want to be like? Or do you have any of that?
Oh yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah.
And like you said, there's different levels. Like
Yeah.
Qbert, man, I wish I could scratch like him. That dude is just
Right.
crazy
He's
scratch,
sick,
man.
bro.
And then
I've seen a couple videos of him.
dude is just whack. I mean, just not whack, like crazy. Just like dude.
Yeah.
And being a DJ, sometimes you got other DJs to break them down and say, okay, how did he do that? Man, he just blows my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, how does he get that sound out of that record? That's ridiculous.
Right.
And then I guess we were talking about earlier. He's talking about like the show wise.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say his name, but I think it's DJ Kyoki.
Oh, okay.
That dude, he throws some crazy ass parties.
Yeah.
Now, he's a showman.
Yeah.
I like the way he throws shows. So yeah, I got.
Do you ever get inspiration from those on your shows? Like, I'm gonna do this like him, or I'm gonna do this like, you know,
No, I think you find your
your niche.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was telling Rashad that that's why I don't like to look at other podcasts really much, because I feel like this cancel show is unique itself. It's something different.
What I like about it is, I mean, y'all all over the place, man.
Tell us what you like about
You're all
it.
over, and I think that's where we live in, man. We don't live in a society where it's just.
Exactly.
I mean, we're all multifaceted, man. And we all have, you know, and what I liked, and I've needed you, that you're cool with opinions. I know there's shows where those, you know, no, we don't want to talk about that, or you know, we don't like your opinion. Well, what'd you bring me on the show for?
Exactly.
One of the greatest compliments is that you guys don't take sides.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're not gonna take sides. I mean, we go with what's fair. Like I said, if you know, like Trump people, I don't agree with what they're thinking, but I mean, I respect it. Hey, it's your thought. We're in a free country. You can have what you know, that thought. But when you act violence and hurt other people, that's when I have a problem.
I agree 100%, man.
I mean, we can sit here and talk about it, whatever you want. I mean,
And that's one of the reasons why, you know, we are the canceled show, is because, you know, your Fox Newses, your CNNs, and you know, your NBCs and stuff like that, they're afraid to have just a conversation.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you know, one of our biggest shows was Nigga Please.
Well, I told him this first thing I told him.
You know what I mean?
N-word show was
Exactly. And the thing is, like, everyone's afraid to have that conversation. But you know what? That's a conversation we need to have.
yep.
You know what I mean? Our last show, you know, how we talked about, you know, religion with the pastor. You know what I mean? That's a conversation we need to have.
Right.
You know what I mean? All of our shows have been about conversations that we need to have. You know what I mean?
Well, we should have.
You know what I mean? Because you know, we're not freaking Joe Rogan. We're not worried about getting canceled, because guess what? We're already canceled.
right.
We just don't.
You know what I mean? Now that we're already canceled.
Man, that's liberating, bro.
Exactly. It's like, now that we're already canceled, now we can have the conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about vaccinations.
Right.
You know, tell me how you
like
feel.
I said, like, you know, I'm with you. I don't agree with it, and I know he's like, well, this and that. I'm like, what? I respect it. If you want to do that, bro, go for it. But when if you start foaming at the mouth and start twitching, I just know that I'm going to put a bullet in you, myself.
Don't bite. Yeah.
But
Thanks, bro. I appreciate that.
hey, no problem, bro.
My guy.
Just saying, they start turning into a zombie. I'm gonna be the first one. I'm gonna cry. Like, damn it, no, Rashad, no. He wanted it this way. He just had a flu. He was just sick.
It's a cold. It's a cold.
But yeah. So, what is your ideal like goal dream to perform? Like, where would you?
Man. I don't know. I always like DJing with bands.
Yeah?
Come on. Like, what do you mean?
Like, I guess like that night, you know, you have your band playing and you kind of take over, man.
Without you interrupt.
Yeah,
Without you knocking the mic in, that's my turn.
I had to show off a little
No,
bit.
no, no. That's what's up though. I think that's cool.
Have you DJed for artists before?
Who?
For artists, like when we were talking about like the Aquid situation.
No, man,
have you
'cause,
DJed like that before?
no.
No.
No, because that's a whole different thing too, man.
Is it really?
Really?
Yeah, you gotta be prepared, man. And one of the videos I think is funny. You ever see where Biggie Smalls throws that water at his DJ?
Yeah.
No, what?
Yeah. There's.
Yeah, he's at some kind of Summerfest.
The
And
DJ was fucking up.
Yeah, DJ kept. And he turns around, throws a water bottle at him, tell him to get off. Get the fuck on stage.
Damn, I gotta see that. I definitely gotta see that.
So yeah, you gotta be prepared, man. And a lot of the artists, like you said, they think they're the top notch, man. So you got to be on point.
Well, that's the thing that, like I said, being in the industry, me and Rashad know firsthand that, you know, when you work with actors, a lot of them are full of themselves, and like you know, once you get into that, you know, that world, you'll see like, oh man, it's about a bunch of egos, or I did this, I'm do that, I'm better than you, and you know, me and him, you know, like I said, we walked in, and I'm like, dude, I will crush you, but I'm just like,
I must break you.
yeah. So it's like you got to humble yourself a little bit, you know, a lot. But I mean, that's how we are.
Yeah.
Again, in the aspect of martial arts, we go into very humbly. I don't know everything, so I want to learn. So if you know something, I don't, teach me.
Right.
But if you're gonna ridicule me and just, you know, call me all kinds of a-holes and this and that, then
I'll show you.
I'm gonna show you.
Right.
That's my, you know what I mean. So
But yeah, that's a different beast, man.
yeah.
And you just
Do you remember your very first, like, when your very first photography or your very first show that you did? How you felt, or
now, but I can tell you what made me want to DJ.
what?
I was in Denton, Texas.
Yeah.
I was in junior high, and my classmate was DJing a house party.
Yeah.
I mean, when I saw my classmate
Back then, that's how
and
you got
dude,
all the girls.
and I was like, dude, how is this 15-year-old kid DJing to adults?
Yeah.
And just rocking it, man. And I said, that's what I want to do right
That's
there,
what I
man.
wanna do.
And he's still matter of fact, I saw him.
Is he still DJing?
Oh yeah, we still hang out, man.
That's what's up.
And I tell him, man, you inspired me, man. So he's been DJing almost 40 years, I think.
Wow.
But he's done bands.
Really?
He's done CDs.
I think we Dukes, we have a clips, right? Me and Rashad, our very first time ever doing a fight scene together. This was probably like 10 years ago. So we're going to play the clip. For people that don't know, it's a clip of me and Rashad. So the way that happened, me and him got into the industry. You can play it. The way we got into that was that, dude, we were drunk the night before, and the next morning, a friend of mine calls me. He goes, "Hey, man, what are you doing?" I'm like,
Shout out to Smitty.
Smitty, he was just like, well, I have this. A friend of mine, he's a video director. He's looking for martial artists, and I told him about you. I said I'd come if I could bring my friend. So we ended up going down there, and I don't know if you can see it. You can see it from right here. But yeah. So we ended up going down there, and we did our first fight scene. First, we did our open hand forms, which is like the movements, and they were just like, God, you guys move so fast. And then the second, they're like.
But remember, there was like a bunch of different like stunt people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I guess the director or whatever was trying to find stunt people, so he had a bunch of people there. It was like almost like a open audition or something like that. So, they had everyone like to do like a little like short demonstration by themselves, and then from there they picked the people that they liked. Then they had them like. All right, you guys choreograph a fight scene right quick.
Yeah.
And it was like...
So y'all did this on the fly?
Yeah, it was just like I said.
Hungover.
Hungover. And then what they did is handed me a sword. They're like, oh, you know weapons? I'm like, well, yeah, we train in weapons. So when I started moving, they're like, okay, we're going to need you to slow all this down. It's too much. Because our movements...
That was the thing. Yeah.
They couldn't catch my movements on camera when I was moving. Because, I was moving like... Again, this is just me training. So I'm used to like fast.
Right.
Now we can slow it down
Exactly.
now, but it took us a while to get
Because
used
me
to
and
it.
him
I
are
think you're naturally slow now.
right in the field. You'd be surprised. You'd be
Actually,
surprised.
I always people be like, "Well, you don't look like you move that fast."
You would be
I've heard that
surprised.
too.
Yeah,
I'm 6'5", 375.
yeah.
People
mean-
are like, you're slow. I was like, let's race, let's go.
Oh, really?
Really?
I'm not gonna lie to you. G,
I'm
'cause,
saying
probably-
6'5", running 4.5 and a 40.
Not anymore.
Okay, not anymore.
Back
But
in
at
my
one
day,
time.
back in my day though. No, yeah. But even now, people are like, "Man, you move so fast. I didn't think you could move like that." I'm like, well, again, over 20 years, just years of training since I was 13 all the way to now.
Wow,
Yeah.
dude, that's
So-
cool.
Because it was one of those like, at the very beginning of Manny and our friendship, we hit the streets hard.
Yeah.
We hit the strike a lot of late night house parties, so a lot of drinking, carrying on, that kind of stuff.
Right.
So we were up, late to the night, 3-4 in the morning. We come stumbling in or whatever, and then he gets his call at like 8 something in the morning.
Yeah, we had to be there by 10.
And we were just like, he was like, "Hey, bro, come on, we gotta go." I was like, "Gotta
It's
go for
literally like a
what?"
movie. It's literally like a movie because my phone is ringing.
So basically, is this something y'all wanted to do, or were y'all like,
Well,
y'all lay down in bed like, man,
I've always
do we
wanted to
wanna
be
go?
an actor as a kid.
Yeah,
As
he
a
always
kid-
wanted to do acting.
As
Me,
a
I was
kid,
just
I was always an actor because I remember doing a play in an elementary. I don't even remember the name of it, but I've always wanted to do acting. 13, I went to Dallas to get my headshots, but they needed $1,000, which I couldn't. Again, I'm from the hood. I can't even afford that, and they hung up on my face. So I've always
$1,000.
Yeah, and this were headshots, and I was just like, nah, I can't afford it. So they hung up in my face, and that always stuck with me.
Right.
Because I met with a talent agent before I forgot the name of it, but they got closed down. But she goes, "Man, you have a natural look. You're just you have a good look to you." She goes, "Well, saying that I'm not ugly in the nicest way." She goes, "You're not ugly, but you." So when they called us, me and him went. But I'm talking about it's like a movie, dude. My phone is. I'm just like, who's calling me at this time?
Like we're getting up, and these beer cans everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh, who the hell's this? And like, oh yeah,
it's like The Hangover. There's a tiger in the bathroom.
Yes.
Whose baby is this?
Yeah, and this-
Like, where'd you get a
But that's
baby?
how we started, and the director liked us so much. He called, "Hey, how would you like to
Yeah.
choreograph a fight?" our next fight scene. We have another film coming up, and that's how it started. They started calling us.
That's awesome,
and
man.
the only time me and Rashad would bump heads because he gets so passionate about work. Because he'll be in his own mind, and then I'll be in my own mind. So we think two different. Mm-hmm. But when we come together, we think. But he'll be like, no, I see this, and this, and that. I'm like, hey, slow down, bro. Like, but I mean, it's because he's passionate about that. There's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes you got to be like, hey, you have a whole team that you gotta move with you.
Right.
And that's how we started. Like when we started doing that, we started choreographing fights, and dude, we started meeting so many talented, wonderful actors that we thought we called friends. By the way, do you in the industry? Do you trust a lot of people in the industry, or that you call friends? Because I can tell you, because like me and him, we'll tell you.
The reason why I ask is like, a lot of times like because you meet people all the time,
right.
and they'll be like, oh, hey man, you're like a brother to me and stuff like that. If you need anything, I'm down. Blah blah blah, etc. And and then they only call you when
Well, I think it goes
they
with
need you.
age as well too. Your circle thins out. You know what I mean?
I have found that a lot.
Because when you're first DJing, I'm sure whatever. I mean, you're the man, so you got people like you said, come out of the woodworks, man. They just want to hang out with you.
Yeah.
But as you get older, man, people just kind of drop
That's how
away.
when we were younger. Like I said, we did so many stunts that are just like that they have on film, but they never give us that footage. And they would be like, oh, no, on the next one. Or we were too, like...
You should have done like Beat Street and should have went and got it. Remember that part of Beat Street? Where he's at the college and they record him.
Yeah.
And they don't want to give him the video, and his brother go gets it. He just takes it out of the VCR and says, thanks, man.
Nah, you know what? We were too nice.
That's exactly what he does.
Because they were like, nah, we're family. The guy.
I see where you're going with it. Okay,
the bullshit
yeah.
they were saying is like, nah, we're family, bro. Next project.
Don't worry, we got you.
We got you.
If we blow up, you're going to blow up.
Yeah, these
since you bring that up, there's a couple of them.
And then that's the thing that these we know people that work in big
Not you,
industry.
Duke, though. We'll take you with us all the way.
Hey, I'm making you make it, Dukes. You too, Rudy. I'm bringing you guys.
We'll make it all the way to the middle.
But they would tell us, nah, we're family. We believe that. I mean, we come from like nothing.
Right.
So when I say you my brother, I got
Means
your back.
right.
Yeah.
And I think that's another thing, man. Like this new generation.
No,
I think it's lost.
Yeah, it really is.
I think
I mean,
so,
everybody's
too.
a bro. Hey, what's up, bro? Hey, what's up, bro?
Yeah.
Like, no, when you say that, I mean, it means something.
No, he can
Exactly.
tell you, like I said, like this man.
I said that's my brother. Like that's my brother.
Right.
Bro. Then people will get, bro. There's been so many times where I'll say, hey, who's that? They're like, oh, yeah, that's my brother. And they'll be like, the fuck? What? Then they'll give him like a.
Yeah.
But he don't look like. You don't need to look like me to be my brother.
Well, I'm sure you agree, man. Sometimes,
Which
you don't have to be blood to be family, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because there's families.
Exactly.
That's what we
Sometimes your
said,
family not
bro.
even all the way family.
And that's what I've been telling him. Like, there's family to me that don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
But to me, like, his fucker's my family.
Right,
Like,
man.
Like, but like I said, when we mean it, we mean it. And back then, we were just young and naive. We wanted to work, so we would do a lot of stuff for free. I mean, we still do stuff for free, but unless now it's more like I know better.
Right.
Like now, I know what I need to look for, what I need to ask.
And that comes with time, man. Because I know, like, also when I started getting into the DJ business side,
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know how to charge.
that's the thing,
like,
though,
come
bro.
out and we'll give you 10 beers.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Okay.
But that's the thing, though, that nobody.
What I get to party and all it, and y'all gonna give me free beer? Yeah, I'm gonna
Nobody
do
gave-
it.
nobody
Not
gave us
realizing
the
the
game.
gas,
Right. Yeah. Exactly, man. Time, music.
time,
Nobody gives
music.
you the game. Like some DJs could have been like, "Nah, bro." You
Right.
know? And that's the thing, even with acting. No, that because everybody.
Nobody gave you the game to let you know, like, hey, don't be doing that kind
No,
of stuff.
with us, they were like, no, they would use us.
So let me tell you. So let me ask you this question. Then, so y'all been in the business a while. Like I've talked to some DJs,
Yeah.
but they'll look at you like, man, you know what you're talking about. I'm like, dude, I've been doing this for 30 years. If I'm spitting some matches, because
Yeah.
have you ever run something like that where some cocky dude like, man, what you gonna tell me?
Exactly.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah,
we have.
for sure.
You want to handle that one? You want to tell what we say? I mean, we do us and you do you. I mean, basically, we don't come to you and ask you.
Right.
That's
Like,
it.
Like we
Well,
like.
I guess what I'm saying is like, you see somebody, you just want to give them some criticism. Hey, man.
You know what?
And then they're like, hey, man,
it just
what-
depends. Like in you with your photography, since I would mention, like, I would give you a hand or two. I would be like, yo, bro, well,
Well, that's why I asked you earlier, because when
Yeah.
you told me you're a photographer, I'm like, dude, And then you see, look at my pictures. I'm like, damn, I wonder what he thinks about my photo.
No, I liked yours. I liked yours a lot. Like I think.
Yeah, I'm honest, man.
Again,
when I talk to photographers, I still get nervous, man. Cause
Yeah.
No.
I shot with a guy 2 weeks ago. He's
Yeah.
doing it for 25 years.
Yeah.
And his dad was a photographer. His grandfather was a photographer. Well, he's telling me this.
Yeah.
And
And
I'm
you're
like,
just like, yeah, no, I
and I'm
get
like,
you.
you invited me to come shoot with you, bro? I mean,
Right.
dude.
Well, I actually worked with the guy that took a picture of Muhammad Ali when he was in Africa.
At the Manila?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, that's-
No, he was at the table.
That's epic.
Yeah,
and
man.
he I showed him my photography. He goes, you know, and he said it's so nice. He goes, your photography's good, but it just you have too much space up in the front. What you need to do is bring it closer right here. You know, bring it closer to your face and make it this one.
Give you a
make-
good criticism.
Yeah, and he goes, and other than that though, it's good. I love how you're. I showed you some of my artwork.
yeah.
He goes, it's good because you're doing it on your phone. Like that's hard to do alone. And then he goes, let me show you mine. Then he showed me the picture of Muhammad Ali. I will never forget. I'm like, dude, you were there. He goes, yeah, I watched the man talk. I was there. I took the picture, and I'm like, I told him, can you send it to me? Because I wanted to make a big, like, so I could put it on my wall, bro. Like, that's something you're just like, what the, you know?
That's crazy, man.
But again, humbly, I accept it because he knows what he's talking about.
Right.
And I mean, anybody. That's what I'm saying. If I have knowledge, I'll give it to you. If you have knowledge, mean, I don't know everything.
Right.
I'm not the best photographer either. Yeah, so no.
I think one of the most valuable skills I think that anybody can have is to be able to take criticism and use it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then vice versa, be able to give it.
Be able to give
There's
it.
some people that are just asses.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so one of the things that we specialize in, you know, especially when we were doing films and stuff like that, was stunt and fight choreography. So, and we did what I like to call Hong Kong style, right? So, you know, we don't do like stage fighting where like, you know, you're 5 feet away and I throw a punch and then you react.
Yeah, like if I throw a punch.
You know what I mean? It's like, you know, a punch is a punch, a kick is a kick, a block is a block.
Right.
You know, if you're gonna be, if the choreography calls for you to block, you're gonna have to block on time because that punch is coming.
Right.
So, you know, we had one instance where, you know, one of the talent we were working with, you know, I instructed them, I was like, hey, look, you know, put your elbow up because that attack is coming. So it's going to come full force, so you need to have your elbow straight so that way you can get it done.
Right.
Well, they said, well, you know, I've done kickboxing, so they tell me to do a block like this.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that's cool,
But I'm saying,
but for this choreography,
right.
you need to block a certain way, otherwise you're going to get hurt. Well, to make fat story skinny, we do the choreography. They do the block the way they think they need to do instead of the way choreography goes, and almost get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah. All you hear is a big thump.
Big thump. And I was like, whoa. Are you okay?
We have to
Yeah.
that
Okay,
shit.
now what did you learn?
Yeah.
Now this time, do the block like I said.
Do you take precautions whenever you do like photography? Like if you have a female, do you take like, hey, I need someone else to
I always tell them
yeah,
to go and bring somebody.
yeah, that's good.
But
That's
then I
good.
do have some that we shot many times, so
Yeah.
we're cool now. But yeah, if somebody reaches out, or even if I reach out, I'll tell them, hey, bring somebody.
Is there certain photography that you won't do?
No.
No?
Attaboy.
So you hook me up with my OnlyFans? Because, bro, like, I can't really get all my angles right.
We'll do a after hours show.
All right,
Yeah,
after hours.
Cancel.
See, that's what I'm
after
talking about.
dark.
Dookie, you gonna show up? All right, Dookie's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do need some more women here. We're gonna do that.
Yeah, we do.
Do we though?
I don't know.
If I want to be here,
No one shows up.
and Frank used to say chorizo fest, man.
Yeah, right. No,
It's just me. It's just me and Rudy. Like, sup? So we doing this or what?
Let's see what you're working with. Let's go.
I just
No,
said,
but yeah, because
I'm not gonna waste the night.
Hey, we're here, man.
I mean, we're already here, bro.
No,
we're already
because,
here.
I think in the industry now, you have to be careful, especially now. I mean, everybody's being accused of something. You know, Harvey
Me Too?
Weinstein. Yeah,
And the hashtag Me Too stuff.
yeah, and that's why I asked you, like, when you do stuff like that,
Should
do
be
you always
another good topic.
yeah, because in the industry,
We're
it's real.
definitely gonna touch
Yeah, we're
on
about
that.
to touch down that because in the industry, I can tell you it's real.
I got it.
Ah.
We'll touch on that. I got you. I got you.
With permission. But, in the industry, it's real. Like, me and him have seen it first. Me and Rashad have seen it firsthand where, you have to be careful. I mean, people are quick to sell themselves. Yeah. And even, I don't know if you want me to tell a story. There was girls would hit on Rashad because they think that at this point, when one point in time, Rashad was always working. We were always on film. So
We were always on films and stuff like that. Yeah.
From one film, we'd go rush to the next one. There would be days where on the weekends we wouldn't sleep. So I would work. I would film overnight, and then we had to be in the morning on a different film shoot. And girls would start getting with him, like throwing themselves at him because they think they can further their career.
sure, yeah.
And I would, we would be like, "Yo, bro, we have to be careful."
Especially because I started to step more from choreography to doing more behind the scenes, more like script editing, continuity directing, stuff like that.
Right.
You more like assistant directing
Okay.
in a lot of situations where it would not necessarily like I would just throw myself out there, but just kind of the director would be like, well, I would be like, hey, bro, in the other scene you had the bicycle here, in this scene you got the bicycle way over there. It's not really gonna match. Oh yeah, you're right. Was there anything else you see? I was like, well, also this and also that. And then after a while, it's like, oh, bro, come over here. Take a look at this. Come here. Take a look at that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, we would be on sets and, there'd be, different actresses and models and stuff like that. And they would, see that and be like, oh, so what do you do?
Right.
Like, I don't do you. So.
And we say that because there was this one time we had a actress that I think we're really good friends with. I think she's a great friend. Mm-hmm. And this was early in our career where we showed up and there was a fight scene, and she said, "You guys." She looked at us, and
when we first met her,
one of the scenes she had to be in lingerie. And I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh my God.
I mean, she's an actress, so she's banging.
She's an actress, but she was one of the most beautiful women that we were just like, whoa. But we didn't think of that. We were just like, okay, well. And the first thing she said, "Y'all better not touch me. Don't get handsy."
Yeah.
And we looked at each other and I said, "Excuse me, what do you mean?" And we were like, "Excuse me, what do you mean?" And she goes, "No, because I have men that, when we do scenes like that, automatically they get handsy." We're like, "Nah, we don't give a damn about that." He was like, "Can you throw a kick though?" That's what I'm more worried about.
Is that because the choreography was calling for her to throw a roundhouse? I'm like, no, I'm worried about if your roundhouse is nice.
Look how fine you are.
Exactly.
That's what me and him and I still wish I had that footage because in one of the scenes, this fucker almost nails her. A kick. He threw a kick and it by inches. I think it was if he didn't have control, he would have smacked you straight in the face with a kick. And he goes, "See what I mean? Can you dodge? Can you throw a kick?"
Exactly. Like when you duck, you need to duck because that leg is coming around. Yeah. So I need you to duck all the way and then come back up. And
so when we did the fight scene, Rashad, we had to go back and tell her step by step because she didn't even know how to put her hands up. She did some reverse fist and no. We were doing this, and then you got to work with the camera and this and that. So a lot goes into it. Yeah. So, but the finished product though, we made her look like such a badass. I think
she looked like a badass in that thing. Like she was throwing me around. You know what I mean? I'm 6 foot, 200 something. She's throwing me around. The way the choreography went, she's dodging his kicks, and moving him around. One of the
scenes I jumped up in the air and I threw a back spinning kick, but in the camera it looks so sweet because all she does is duck down just a little bit and then grab me and threw me. I did all the work. But in front of the camera it looks amazing.
But in the camera, she looked amazing, and that was the thing. I was just like, yeah, you look nice in the lingerie, but no, I need you to get this choreography done. We'll talk about that other shit later. Right.
Where's work time?
Yeah, but the point to this was that we had to work with that trust. Like, hey, we're not. I don't know who you think we are, but again, in the industry, if whoever's in the industry, if you're trying to make it as an actress or in the industry, just be careful. I would tell you because there was a lot of that going on, and we saw it, and we were just like, hey, and they would brag about it. Yeah. A lot of these, they would be like, "Oh yeah, I smashed that." I'm like, "Well,"
we would talk to some of the the other people in the industry. Were like, "Oh yeah, that model there, yeah, I got her to do this, I got her to do that." I'm just like, bro, you're a scumbag.
Right. Yeah,
and I don't even know if I want to work with you, bro.
I'm proud to say, me and him, I don't think I've ever messed with a chick in the industry. It's all about business. To me,
Oh, yeah.
that's how I carry myself, and that's how. When you have me somewhere, it's about business. If you
You
don't,
saying
if
that thing
it's-
about that as far as you're talking about photography?
yeah,
Like, you picture some good looking girls.
Yeah.
But
No, I know that
but
for
I
a
always
fact.
think if someday I was to mess with one of them, and that gets out that you're messing with models, I think you're done.
no, I can tell you that firsthand because I know photographers, and dude, yes,
I mean, reputation is everything.
exactly because again, and they know. I know they're
Because they wouldn't.
once
They,
they see this.
after a while, they're just like, well, I don't want to shoot with him because he's a creep.
Right.
That's all it is. And I mean, girls have a list too. Like,
Oh yeah,
they're
I'm
like,
on a
no,
couple
no.
Facebook pages. There's already a blacklist.
Yeah, they're like, no, don't work with this. But then, like, and I get to, and that's what made me proud when people heard about us. They're like, no, these dudes are the real deal.
Right.
Like, what was it? One time we were.
Like,
some
remember,
dude-
we started getting calls from people like, because at first it was just like, well, it's the people we work with, and then like their friends, and then all of a sudden it'd be like people we never even heard of.
Yeah.
You know, and it was like,
Words got around.
Well,
Yeah.
see, I think the last project I worked with a big project, and as a matter of fact, you were there. We did this one project, and then years later, I bumped into them at a mixer. They were like, somebody was like, no, we need a fight choreographer. And they were trying to charge me. The whole thing was bullshit, right? But long story short, one of the guys goes, nah, dude, that's Manny. That dude is a legit martial artist.
yeah.
And he was like, because we had a team called
we were at
Drilling
the
and
mixer,
Stunts.
yeah.
Shout out to my boy Chad, because he came up with the name. And Drilling and Stunts, and that's what we went by, Drilling and Stunts. And he's like, no, Drilling and Stunts is the real deal. Those dudes can really they're about business. And that's what made me proud. It's like when my boys, we show up, they know it's game time.
Right.
And even now, even like I said, but you got to carry yourself that way. Like as a photographer, that's what I'm saying. You have to make sure that they feel safe.
Right.
They feel that they're not, just objectified.
Yeah.
And you got to have a vision. That's why, like, if I do photography, I have to have a vision. Like, I have to, like, what we're doing. And explain to them, this is what we're doing.
Right.
Are you on board? Are you not on board? What are you comfortable with?
Right.
so what do you think about, where the, where the industry stands? Well, yeah, where the industry stands with, of course, hashtag Me Too. Of course, we want to believe, do you think that it is? Do you think that is kind of? Where's the question? The question is basically, like, do you think that has stopped some of, the predatory? No, you don't think any
I don't
of it.
think so.
You don't think it stopped it at all, or slowed it down at least?
It might have slowed it down, but I think a
it's
creep is a creep, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just underground now, or maybe they're just. Well, I think that the thing, man, is just the internet, dude. The internet just.
I think you got to be careful.
It's
what you
opened the
work
doors
with,
to all
what
kinds
you
of stuff.
said. You got to be careful. It's all about reputation. If Rudy's number one in photography and he's all about business, people are going to refer to him.
Right.
I would be like, oh, dude.
Well, I think the internet is actually, the internet and hashtag Me Too. I think it's actually helped it because
Brought it to the forefront.
because the predators are always going to be predators,
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's the ones that would be predators if they wouldn't get caught.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the ones that are worried about getting caught, they're going to stay on the straight and narrow.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
But of course, the predators are going to be, predators. My grandfather used to always say that that locks are to keep honest people honest.
Oh yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like, because if a thief wants to break into
They're
your
gonna break
shit, they're going to break into your shit.
Right, you're right.
Because they're thieves.
You're 100%
That's what they
right.
do. You know what I mean? But as someone who's not a thief, someone who just is the opportunist.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think the hashtag Me Too and the internet is keeping the opportunist from violating.
Right.
Because they know, well, yeah, I got her on my casting couch. I do want to hit, but damn, it's going to be all over the internet and going to be hashtag Me Too. I got a wife and kid.
Right.
All right,
That's funny
never
you said
mind.
because I just had this conversation maybe a few days ago
Yeah.
about strip clubs. Mm-hmm. Back in the day, but now I'm like, do you want to go? You don't tip that girl right. Oh, he touched me. What?
Oh, and they even kick you out now. If you don't tip them right, they'll kick you
Well,
out.
I'm just
Yeah.
that'd be the fine. Get
Yeah.
kicked out. But now with the Me
Yeah.
Too,
Oh,
okay.
like
Yeah.
being accused.
right?
Yeah.
It's like, and I mean now this is harassment. You know.
That's why you have to be careful, man.
Well, at the same time, I mean, how else is Cinnamon gonna get through nursing school? Okay,
Cinnamon. So
shout out to Cinnamon.
It's funny you said a Facebook meme where one of the strip clubs in Vegas said we're now hiring OnlyFans chicks.
yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
okay, so all right. So, were you surprised that OnlyFans decided that they would not block, illicit pictures and stuff?
No, I'm not. You know how much they made last year?
Exactly. Follow the money.
That's
There
what
was
I'm
no way in hell they would stop that
They're gonna
money.
walk away from $1 billion.
Are you serious? There's
Yeah.
no way.
No.
I can't even brought it up to begin with.
Yeah.
I mean, I see what they were trying to do, but it's hard away from about $1 billion.
I think
really
that
is.
was. I think that was attention. I think.
It's
I
a
think
money grab.
they started all that like, oh, we're gonna be all family friendly stuff like that. But
Yeah.
like, oh, OnlyFans is family friendly. Wait, hold up. What is it really doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They backed out
And
that
then
quick.
Pique the interest.
Piqued the interest. So now the people that never were on OnlyFans, now they're just like, wait, they got explicit content? Hold on, let me check it out.
Let me see.
I'm telling you.
Wait, you can see people's beeholes on there?
Right? Yeah.
I'm just,
That's what I've heard.
That's what I heard.
you know-
I wouldn't know.
no, you definitely can't. Trust me.
What is your?
Shout out to the canceled OnlyFans. Like and subscribe.
What is one of your favorites to shoot? Like, what do you like to shoot in general?
Street photography, man.
Yeah.
Like, get a girl dressed kind of hip hop ish. I guess it goes back to my '80s roots.
Yeah.
I shoot a lot in Deep Ellum.
Deep
I
Ellum.
like
Oh,
Deep
okay.
Ellum, with the graffiti background.
Dude,
Yeah.
I love. I
Get
got
that Jenny
tired.
from the block vibe.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
got tired of Deep
I feel
Ellum.
you.
I used to when I first started. I used to love being there, but then I'm just like,
Yeah,
everybody
I
goes.
feel-
It's a party hard in Deep Hell.
I moved over to the West End. I
Yeah,
started shooting
yeah.
at the West End. And that's more classy girl.
How do you find your models? Like, if I may ask, like, do they find you or?
Instagram, get back and forth.
Yeah. Do you be like, hey, I'm a model?
What's the head nod for?
Oh my bad.
I don't get it.
Or the wink.
An emoji wink.
The wink.
No,
You see me a winky face and an eggplant. What does that mean?
I'll tell you a funny story, man. So
What is
my
it?
partner at work, he's 29.
Yeah.
So we were talking about something, man, or these signals
Right.
that I guess I'm just old.
Right.
So he's like, hey, man, if you're ever at Kroger, Walmart, whatever, and you see somebody put a pineapple upside down, they're trolling for.
That's the
And I,
swingers.
and I was like, and I was like, what? He said, yeah. So I was like, so we were going to lunch. So he walked to West Memphis for a crap. He's fucking with me. I'm an old man. He's fucking with me.
Yeah.
I Googled it. If you go to Kroger or wherever and there's a pineapple upside down, they're trolling for swingers.
Yeah.
Get the fuck
So
out of here.
I was like, oh, that's messed up, man. Because how if I get a pineapple and just throw it into my rat and it stays like this?
I don't know.
Is
Man.
somebody going to wink at me or something like
I gotta go do grocery shopping after this. Though.
for pineapple?
Yeah. Mind your business.
But yeah, I did not know that, man. So, and I
Like,
guess
bro,
there's-
why is your entire basket filled with
Upside down.
pineapples? Mind your business.
Mind your business.
But anyway, and there's different fruits mean different things.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn it, Lee.
If they're gonna eat vegetables,
What if you just got 2 grapes?
Right? What if I'm just healthy? I'm just trying to change my life.
Right, yeah.
Oh my God! But Rudy, what
All I got is
Let's talk
some,
about the show, man. You go anywhere.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you can say
That's-
whatever you want, man. I'm glad, and whenever you want to, man, you're more than welcome to come up here.
yes, for sure.
We will work together though outside of this too. What are, any last words for anybody that wants to do photography, DJ, any just anything?
Yeah,
What
well,
do-
how can people find you?
Okay, so I guess on Instagram, Facebook, and what else we got? YouTube,
What's your Instagram?
the DJ Noble,
Okay,
and actually I have 2 pages. My other one's Rudy B Photography.
awesome.
So yeah, go there, and my website is Rudy B Photos. So just check it out.
okay.
And I guess we're getting ready for Christmas season, so anyone wants
There you go.
family portraits,
Mm-hmm.
hit us up.
Want to know what that is? We got a family.
Right here, man.
Oh, facts.
I'm busy though.
Put you some Christmas pajamas on.
Yeah, right.
I'm busy.
So yeah,
The one
they
with the
can-
feet.
They can find you at say it one more time.
Or what's that movie? The Christmas little rabbit. One of the little rabbit thing.
Oh, the Christmas story. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, say it one more time where they can reach you at Facebook, Instagram, and you said
Rudy B Photos.
Rudy B Photos.
Rudy B Foles and DJ Noble también,
Yeah,
¿verdad?
DJ Jump me up.
Rashad, any last words, brother?
Shout out again to Jennifer. We appreciate you sponsor the show. If anybody wants to sponsor a show, we are open to sponsorships. If you want to sponsor a whole show like that, is there a topic or something like that you want us to speak on? Let us know in the comments. We'll let you know how to get that sent to us. We're working on our Patreon right now, but we do have open sponsorships on our Anchor, which Anchor also goes to our Spotify, our Radio Public, Amazon Music, everywhere the podcasts are sold. Yes, but that's for the exclusive content. If you want to see Big Dookie, he's on our Pornhub.
I believe it.
So
That's for subscriptions only.
that's right. Thank you again, Rudy.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Rudy.
you.
And anybody that's listening, like I said, man, you guys want to play part of the show, hit us up. We're more than opening to have artists. If you got a talent that you want to come show us, then
Yes.
we're anybody from the DF Dub. Much love to everybody for that's watching. JoJo, Cloys, Jennifer, you guys are awesome. And love and peace.
Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
They say I walk like a king, talk like a king. You can act around now, say the same thing. They chasing the fame, they all want the name. But they ain't got what's running through these veins. Say I walk like a king, talk like a king. You can act around now, say the same thing. They chasing the fame, they all want the name. But they ain't got what's running through these veins. Make way for the king.